Hi, my name is Simone and I'm a Zen Mommy. I help people with spiritual awakening and navigating your ascension. And today I want to talk about Facebook and social media and how it affects your ascensioning, awakening, spirituality, and whatnot. And I feel like it's important to have this conversation because social media has really like just taken over the world. And I started to learn this a couple months ago. Right before December, I decided to fast from social media. I Okay, so like if you're a scroller, right, and you call it being, I called it being social. I'm gonna look around, see what's going on with everybody going down the feeds. And down the feeds, I kept getting upset. I kept seeing things like there's gonna be a war. There's all these toxic things in foods. They're trying to ban holistic medicine from Google, and people talking about it because it's going against the pharmaceutical company. They're banning anybody who's telling the truth about vaccines. And I started to see stuff, and I was getting angry inside. And I started to see that it was shifting my timeline because you get angry and you want to fight against this stuff. So it aligns you on a timeline of you're going to be in a reality where they're trying real hard to hide herbal medicine and holistic healing and herbal cures to things like cancer, and the truth about vaccinations and that it's poisonous and stuff. And I was like, no, 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 I'm not going into a reality where that's happening. I'm gonna have to do another video on timelines. Well, what happens is there's many, many timelines. And there are timelines with all these negative things. And then there's timelines where you're not affected by that. And I did a video about natural disasters. Again, that's another thing. Something happens terrible. The media coverage makes sure everybody knows about it. It makes sure that everybody's vibration is sunk just as low as the disaster. And I started to see like this theme going on with social media. Like there is a force that is trying to keep us from that's working hard to keep us from ascending consciousness the way we are. And it comes a time where you just have to cut it off. And it's not just the feed, it's also the people. Have you noticed a person that will bring up a post or a topic? Have Sometimes I'll just read the comments, sometimes just to laugh, but sometimes I'll just read it and you start to see everybody's spirits and everybody's attitudes and everybody's closed mind way of thinking and everybody being nasty. Like some people go on posts just to troll people, just to be an energy vampire, just to rile people up. There's a lot of things about racism. Everything on there has a potential to put you in a low vibrational mood. And once you're in a low vibration, guess what? You're a magnet to all low vibrational things that's going to come your way. Say things going, well, you focus too much on Facebook. Now you're in a low vibration. Now you're in such a low vibration, you get something bad happens, you get in a car accident, or you get a ticket, or you get your car towed. That's what happened to me. My car got towed. And I had to pay 301 days. So not only that, now the car towing has made me and my spouse angry that we had to pay $300 by 5 o'clock or it was going to double. And so you see how this works, how that once you get in this vibration, you become a magnet to that vibration. So as I always talk about law of attraction manages all our vibrations. It will continuously match us with a vibrational match to us. And if we're looking at if we're connecting too much to social media, if we're connecting too much to like negative news, like news, a lot of good things happen in the world, but why does every time we turn on the news, ABC, Fox, KTVU, whatever, it's always the most negative things. It's always a violent murder. Do you know it's really rare? Um, Violent murders don't happen that often. Most people die of illness or natural causes. But we always see on the news the negativity. Just like they put a lot of put a lot of fear energy out now. I did a video on fear energy once where there was it was going around where a cop was shooting an unarmed black, pulling over black men or women or whatever, and shooting these unarmed people or harassing them and whatnot. And it became a big deal. They flashed it on the news all the time. People began to upset and riot. And then it started happening again and again. Why wasn't it just one time isolated incident? Because that fear energy has been projected on everybody's TV screen in America. And every black person is angry. Every other person is angry about the injustice, and all of this anger, fear energy is manifested. Now when I drive or you drive or anybody drive and they see a police cop around them, they're automatically thinking about the video they saw. They're automatically angry about what happened. They're automatically matching the vibration of next thing you know, you pulled over getting a ticket. So we have to recognize that there is a duality in this reality. There is a force that is working against us. And even with that force working against us, we have to learn how to disconnect. We have to learn how to protect our energy and watch our vibration. And that means if it's via social media or television or the friends we keep or the people we talk to. Hold on. Sorry about that. My son's making noise in the background. But, and I started to see, I remember in January, December, I decided to just cut. I was getting angry and I would see these posts and I would start typing like a really catty response back. And I would be like, oh, I'm about to tell them off about what he just said. And I'll get to the end of my sentence and I'll just delete it. I was just like, look at me. This is out of character. I don't sit here and argue with a stranger over their idiotic attitude, you know? And so it has a way of bringing us in. So social media is a good tool, especially for business and marketing and stuff like that. It's also a good tool to connect with relatives and lost loved ones and stuff, but it also is a tool that's working directly against us. It's not only used to bring our energy down, it's used to market against us, to spy on us. And so what I'm just saying, I just want to let you guys know how the social medias can affect your ascension, and that sometimes we have to just take a conscious digital detox. We can't, when you start to notice that posts are upsetting you, you know, like stuff where they're putting toxins in different food, they're abusing animals, stuff like that, you just start to get angry and you want to hurt somebody. Well, see, that's the feeling we don't want to have. We don't want to feel like we want to hurt anybody. What we want to do is we want to make our timeline, like we want to choose the timeline that doesn't have all this negative influence. So if you start to see a bunch of negative influence and react, you're on that timeline. So when you see yourself on that timeline, you make a conscious decision to cut that off. I'm not reading feeds today. Cut that off. I'm not going to be on Facebook for a week, a month. I'm going to take a break. We have to consistently be working out and clearing our energy from social media, from the news, from Facebook, from Instagram. And every little thing in our life can affect our energy and bring us down. And when it brings us down, it could affect our ascension. And so I really wanted to put that video out there today for people to, you know, to really think about it. Because when I started to see myself getting angry, you know, I'm not an angry person like that. And the last few months, I was getting pretty angry considering the fact wasn't meditating a lot. And so it was easier for me to attract that vibration. But now that I'm on the journey of clearing up my vibration, I'm spending less and less time on Facebook. And I'm spending less and less time reading things. I even started deleting people on my friend page that keeps posting negative things, posting about people dying, posting about Storm. Go wash your hands in the tub, okay? All right. Sorry about that. You know, people, when you start seeing people post, it seemed like I wouldn't have never known about that if someone didn't post it. And the thing is, if it's not in your, if you didn't see it, it wouldn't be in your reality. You'll be in the timeline of peace, and you wouldn't be thinking of that. The shift from timeline to timeline is very subtle, and if you don't recognize it and see it in your reality. You're not dealing with it. So you have to understand what's in front of you and what's around you is your reality. You have very much control to choose the things that you interact with. And I'm going to go now because my son is about to walk up again. But I really wanted to put that out there because the energy of these social media sites, it is there for a reason. And it is there to bring us in a certain vibration for a reason. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. Namaste.